Can a scientist believe in miracles? The quick answer is yes, I do, and the scientists of history have done. And that includes the greatest scientists of history. But it's not so obvious, perhaps. Hello, I'm Ian Hutchinson. I am a plasma physicist and professor of nuclear science and engineering emeritus at MIT. For me, part of the impetus to be a scientist is the intellectual beauty of the subject itself, the amazing way in which mathematical descriptions of the world apply so exquisitely to many things is just a very compelling thing for a person to be a part of. I am by nature someone who wants definite answers to things. Science gives us some amazingly definite answers to things. So I think there are these two sides to science. There are the possibilities of technological application, which is very often motivation for pursuing particular technologies and science associated with them. But there's also this aesthetic aspect of getting to know the world, understanding the world in new ways. Certainly this is true in physics. The equations are absolutely beautiful. In science, we end up with knowledge which is remarkably well demonstrated. Science does give the impression of great certainty, and much of that certainty is very real. But I don't rule out the more vague stuff. After the scientific revolution, people began to realize that there were equations that govern many of the things that we are discovering in natural sciences. The idea sprang up, if everything is just following a set of equations, and if knowing the initial conditions of those equations is sufficient to completely predict the future, then maybe the future is completely determined by the past. If that were the case, then I think one would then struggle to understand how can there be things like free will. Do these things have any real meaning, or are we just following the equations? In the middle of the 19th century, that might have been the picture. But since that time, there's been a real transformation in our understanding of the natural world. And so quantum mechanics, for example, shows there is intrinsic uncertainty in the universe. Modern physics as we know it leaves open certainly the possibility that there is an openness to the universe in which we, humans, have genuine choices that we can make, and indeed that God can act. The way I think about miracles is this. If, as it says in Hebrews, God the Son sustains the universe by his word of power, he is responsible for the reproducible behavior of the world. But that doesn't mean he is compelled by the reproducible behavior of the world. He can, if he wishes, sustain the universe in a way that is different from the usual way of working. And so when people think of miracles that have no obvious scientific explanation and they begin to say, how could that possibly be true? The answer is, science can't really answer, because this is part of the way in which the world is not reproducible. In the human life, certainty is an unachievable ideal. And indeed, many of the disciplines of the academy, of the humanities, of history, of philosophy, of understanding of social life, are very uncertain. That's okay. We can live with that. When it comes to matters of faith, of the spirit, there is also great uncertainty in those things. I don't know whether there is an endless frontier of scientific questions that we can explore and discover new answers to, but I'm quite sure that there is an endless frontier of questions beyond science that we're continually addressing, but are imperfectly understood by any one of us. And so, to me, mystery is not uncomfortable. Asking hard questions understanding what answers are known and what answers are not known is part of grasping what these things of the Spirit are.